Do you know what all of these things have in common with each other? If you guessed a clickbait thumbnail, you'd be correct. If you're a K-pop fan, you've seen these thumbnails countless of times. Regardless of if you even watch these videos in the first place, they will continue to be recommended to you. In this video, I'll be conducting an in-depth look at how these K-pop news pages, whether they operate on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, etc., play just as much of a harmful role in the cancellation of K-pop idols as stands themselves do. When it comes to the internet, there is no shortage of misleading titles and clickbait thumbnails to catch the attention of the endlessly scrolling online user. That is how they get views and engagement after all, which shouldn't be inherently wrong as that is the main want for any content creator. However, this is the start of my issues with this type of content. These news pages want for views doesn't just stop at the usual gossip of who's dating who and which idol said something offensive this week. These creators will publicly prioritize irresponsible research and reporting even on serious topics going just beyond K-pop, like suicide and sexual assault, subjects that need to be handled respectfully and tactfully, since idols are not characters or puppets and are real humans with real lives and deserve to be treated as such. Tabloids have been around since the late 1800s with the same goal of capturing a passerby's attention with news from around the world. However, the difference between a black and white newspaper in the 1800s and a short article on the internet is more dangerous because any user can upload anything and can have it spread with just the push of a button. Social media's greatest attribute is that anyone can start a channel or page and have their voices heard and discuss anything that they want. And at the same time, it's its biggest detriment. A study from Pew Research reports that most Americans get their news from the TV and social media instead of the usual paper. Quote, television is still the most popular platform, 49% for news consumption. News websites and social media are not far behind at 43%. 69% of people get their news from people they are close to, and 34% get it from those with whom they're not particularly close. Keep the study in the back of your head because I'll reference this data a lot throughout the rest of the video. The problem with everyone being able to have a platform is that it opens the floodgates for the spread of false information, since not every content creator will use their platform responsibly. The spreading of false information is dangerous because it has and can still ruin an idol's career, while the people that spread this false information can hide behind a screen and are never held accountable. There are two categories that false information can fall under: misinformation and disinformation. Misinformation is the accidental spread of false or inaccurate news, while disinformation is the intentional spreading of false information in order to deceive others. With K-pop news pages being the first source K-pop stans turn to for the latest drama or controversy, if an account uploads false information, whether on purpose or on accident, K-pop stans are going to run with it because many of them are too lazy, gullible, or careless to do their own research. This is harmful because an idol could lose out on their career for something that they never did in the first place. Additionally, if an idol is truly a bad person behind the scenes, by anonymous users crying wolf, it will deter people from actually caring when someone is a real victim. One of the main problems with these news pages is the lack of research that goes into these videos and uploads. These news pages are so focused on being the first channels to report on a story that they don't care about the actual story itself nor the people they're reporting on. For example, let's take a look at Cookielet's video published in May 2022 during the height of Kim Garam's scandal. In the video titled "The Real Reason Why Hive Can't Keep Kim Garam Out," instead of presenting the facts of the case, this video includes a bunch of harmful and false rumors about Garam, such as her coming from a rich family or her sleeping with a higher up, even though she was a minor at the time, just being 16 years old. During the video, they show screenshots from Twitter and Panchoa as if those sites are the most credible place to get your information from. Returning to the statistic I shared earlier in the video of how 43% of Americans get their news on social media, how many times have you seen a video like this, an infographic like this, and a post like this? A similarity between all three of these posts is this is how a lot of people receive their information, through infographics and screenshots that they later go on to repost or share to others, never once having read the full article or checking to make sure that the information in the infographic is credible. Some stans may argue that, of course, a Blackpink anti is more likely to believe a video talking negatively about Blackpink than Blinks themselves. Well, no. A study suggests that people are more likely to believe fake news due to quickly reading something instead of looking further into it. The study included over 1,000 Americans tasked with reading news articles and determining if they were real or fake. The stories, some true, some false, appeared as they went on social media as screenshots that showed the headline, the source, and the first few sentences of a news story. First, participants were asked to make a quick judgment about whether the news was real or fake, while they were holding unrelated information about a visual pattern in their working memory. They then saw these news items again, and could take their time mulling over the veracity of the story, with no time pressure and no working memory load to carry. When people took time to think, they improved at discerning the truth, whether or not their political identity aligned with the news. So, how does this study relate to K pop? Because K pop news pages, as harmful as they are, continue to get so much engagement because these news pages understand their audience and the algorithm. They know that most K pop fans are young, are here for the drama, and can be easily persuaded. They know the algorithm, so they will include keywords that can trigger others' emotions of anger or sadness to get a quick click on the video. They use red and yellow in their thumbnails because those colors can easily grab the scrolling user's attention. They include the main reason people click on the video as the last thing to discuss to increase their watch times. As a result, this increases their viewership and subscribers for stories that they never cared to report on anyway. Another thing that I dislike about K-pop news pages is that oftentimes the posts that they upload aren't even newsworthy in the first place. Like, why do I need to know that Irene read a book, an idol became a brand ambassador, or that an idol got sent a coffee truck? I'm not one quick to scream misogyny every time a woman is subject to public scrutiny. However, I'm not going to deny the reality, and that is women, not just female K-pop idols, but female celebrities all over the world, no matter what point in time, face much harsher backlash than that of their male counterparts. This is mainly due to the way media and tabloids vilify female celebrities. The definition of vilify is to speak or write about someone in an abusively disparaging manner. The media and tabloids are able to do this by including disparaging word choice to belittle the woman they're reporting on. A prime example of this is, of course, Britney Spears, the biggest pop star during the 2000s. Spears had many iconic hits, Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, and I'm a Slave for You. However, in 2007, America's biggest pop star had a mental breakdown, and the tabloids at the time milked all that they could out of it. This is a common practice seen with the it girls of the entertainment industry. To quote an article from the Organization of World Peace describes the cycle of the it girl perfectly. Quote, the system is build her up, over-congratulate her, overexpose her till people are sick of her face, take her out of context, start the rumor mill, and destroy. Then on to the next. This exact quote can be applied to every popular female idol. She has outstanding visuals, begins to receive brand deals and more variety show appearances. Then the narrative switches from her getting better outfits to being the company's favorite, then becoming too popular. Although Jangwon Young is the biggest example lingering in the back of your minds right now, there was an idol that talked about this exact same thing years ago. Back in 2019, Sully filmed one of her last interviews for her passing. Quote, from my perspective, people don't see us as humans. When I first entered the entertainment industry, there's something that I believed at the time and that people won't stop telling me, which is, you are a product, and you must be the best product with the best quality for the public. Even when people don't call me a product, they will treat me like one. I have to be something they want. I have to fear losing my product quality. What Sully discussed 5 years ago serves to us that in the end, it all comes back to image and expectations. If an idol doesn't live up to their squeaky clean image by either losing or gaining weight, getting plastic surgery, dating, being too sexy, or being too cute, the media and the public will quickly turn on them without hesitation. These female idols have to walk a tightrope to stay in the public good graces and risk leaning too much to either side. The worst thing is if an idol becomes unfavored by the public, there's always a new beauty to take her place. So, if K pop news pages are this toxic, why haven't people stopped watching them yet? Well, because gossiping is a vital part of how we communicate with each other. Gossiping allows us to connect with others, see different viewpoints, and spread information. Researchers at the University of California, Riverside reported that the average person spends 52 minutes every day gossiping, and 15% of our gossip includes negative judgment. Gossip is more prevalent now because of the internet and social media. The average K-pop stan can get emotionally attached to their idols through interviews and variety show content uploaded on YouTube and other platforms. Through this content, K-pop stans begin to feel like they know these idols personally by having a small glimpse to their day-to-day life. These small glimpses can allow both fans and anti-fans alike to positively or negatively judge an idol they never know personally. Furthermore, K-pop news pages know that every year there are usually 1 to 2 major scandals that everyone will be talking about. They will milk a situation by making 10, 20, 30 videos on the same topic to draw both haters and fans to their channels to increase their viewership. I personally believe that we can complain all day, but our complaints will mean nothing if we don't act. So, like I've said before, do your own research and stop taking situations at face value because your gullibility is how others will take advantage of you. My second piece of advice is to remove your support from YouTubers who don't use their platform in a tactful way. K-YouTubers who handle difficult topics with respect include NHI Space, Ploopy678, One Us For All, Adiola Ash, and Fel2000. Of course, I encourage you guys to comment more K-Tubers than just the ones I've included here, but these are the ones I personally watch and I've come across. Lastly, after a year of working on this cancel culture series, the main thing I've learned is cancel culture is able to be blown out of proportion because people immediately apply the oppressed and oppressor labels onto a situation when reality isn't that black and white. By constantly making everything about oppression and victimization, people, including me, are slowly not caring about their social causes. So, thank you guys for watching episode 3 of my cancel culture series, and thank you for supporting my videos. I've got a lot of new subscribers and high view counts in the past few days that I have in all of my channel. So, I just want to say that I'm really thankful. Not only that, we are coming up on the 1 year anniversary of this channel. I can't believe that this channel is about to be officially 1 year old. I feel like time has passed, and I've done so many videos and so many topics and so many commentary and stuff like that, so it's been crazy. I guess another thing that I wanted to say was that I know that it is only 2 months into the year and I have only released one video. And that is for me, I want to prioritize quality over quantity. Additionally, I want to prioritize this as being a hobby that I can enjoy by, writing scripts and putting together videos and not do it just because I feel pressure to get out a video every 2 weeks or every week or something like that. Hopefully, you guys will more so appreciate quality over quantity rather than re-releasing a bunch of videos that are poorly made and are probably rushed and are terrible. Another thing that I wanted to say was originally this was going to be the last episode of my cancel culture series. However, my next episode of this series, this is not my final episode. The next episode of this cancel culture series is going to be about boycotts. And so I think I'm really excited for that as well. It's a new idea that I literally just came up with like last week. And I'm like, this is great. I should literally do an episode about boycotts. So that is what I'm going to be doing next week. I mean, not next week, but that's going to be it's going to be episode 4 in the cancel culture series. Additionally, I was thinking about doing case studies as well, where I pick an idol or a celebrity and I pretty much talk about their whole situation that happened and just present the facts of the case. And then I allow you guys to express your opinions and how you guys feel about the situation. I was thinking the first case study that I could do would be about actor Lee Sung-kyun, who passed away last year due to a drug scandal. So I was wondering if you guys would be down for that. Let me know. All right, bye.